I bought this cool old school Jaguar for only 2% of its original sticker price. Absolutely insane. And these are known to be tremendously unreliable, and I love it for that reason.
What?
In this video, we're gonna have my mechanic to go through this car and find out everything that is wrong with this car and how much it's gonna cost me to fix it all, which I'm already nervous about. And by the end of this video, I'm gonna take it to a paint shop to find out how much it's gonna be to paint the rear end of this car because it is looking really sad. Let's revive this beautiful car together and bring it back to its glory. Welcome to this Jaguar series where I'm reviving this cool, old school British beauty that I bought in the previous episode, and you can check that out after finishing this video, and link to it is in the description. But in that video, I documented the whole process of buying it, how I drove it back home 120 miles while there was the smoke coming out of the engine, a pretty bad smoke. And I'm sure the smoke is the result of the multiple oil leaks that I was able to locate. And also another thing that I noticed, it's wrong with this car, the shocks are shot in the back and it is not very pleasant to drive it as is right now. But that's all I know, that's all I noticed, and I'm no mechanic. Luckily, I do have a great mechanic that will show up later, and he's gonna go through the whole car and he will tell me everything that is wrong with it. And I'm a little bit afraid because I'm not super familiar with Jaguars. I only owned one Jaguar in my lifetime, and this certainly is a little disturbing one, but so far it's been great because I only paid $2,000 for it. And again, I documented the whole buying process in the previous episode of this series. But my intention with this series is to show you that you can have a very cool, life-changing car for very little money. And in this series, I'm going to be documenting the whole journey of owning this specific car, everything that is wrong with it, everything that I'm doing with it, including the whole budget, everything that I'm spending down to pennies. So you can see for yourself what it's like to own a cool European attention grabber of a car that can bring you not just excitement and great opportunities into your life, but also can teach you some life essential skills like how to maintain and take care of things. In modern age, young people, unfortunately young men specifically, don't really know how to value and take care of things. Owning and maintaining a car like this, a very sensitive car, can actually help you to develop a work ethic that we so lack nowadays. The patience, the care, the philosophy that is required to succeed in life. No, I'm not exaggerating. All of that you can learn by simply owning and maintaining and taking care of an older thing like this. And speaking of the budget and the work ethic and everything else, if you remember in the previous episode, I mentioned that my ideal budget is no more than $5,000 to fully revive this thing. And that adds another challenge on its own, and I don't mind it at all. Actually, I prefer it because challenge sounds like a symphony orchestra to my ear. If everything sounds good so far, but reliability is your biggest concern, and obviously Jaguar is probably the least reliable European cars, I did mention quite a few options in the previous episode, again for the budget of $5,000 or less for those same cool life-changing cars. And throughout this video, I will give you even more options. But for now, let's get back to my place and see what my mechanic Rob says about this car. Ah, brother, it is always nice seeing you, man. You're really hopping right into it, man.
Get you all day,
That's
man.
all good. Give me a hug, bro.
How you been, man?
Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm super happy. I'm getting into another project. Remember I've been telling about the 3K2 exotic?
Yeah.
So it's kind of going slower, so I decided to launch another cool little series here, reviving this old school cool Jaguar. And I definitely can use your help, man. Most surprising thing, not a single light on the gauge clutch. What do you think of that, man?
Usually at least a tire pressure.
I know. But no, it was pretty well taken care of. And the switches work, window switches work, man. I was shocked. But yeah, let's take it for a spin. I want you to give it a feel and just get your professional opinion. Okay, yeah, hear that?
Definitely.
What do you think?
Rear shocks.
Okay, yeah, rear shocks. But it feels
Front
pretty good, right?
Yeah, front ones are good.
The engine sounds pretty healthy, doesn't it?
Super healthy.
Yeah.
Usually got that timing chain little chatter.
Yeah. So what's the verdict?
Verdict is good deal, minimum work.
Really?
Yeah, minimum work, man. Minimum work.
I love it. That's exactly what I wanted to hear,
Pop
bro.
the hood, finish the inspection, and see what else we gotta get into.
It is very reassuring to know that even Rob approves it. Thank you, man. We're gonna go through the car, fix everything that needs to be fixed. What's up with the leak, man?
So that big leak is just a little issue. The valve cover gasket, get that set, real cheap. Get those on there.
That's it?
One problem down.
Wow.
A couple few more to go.
Beautiful. And you're gonna be able to check the tensioners, right? Timing chain.
Yeah.
I love it. Now looks like we got all the parts on eBay, man.
That's all we needed, huh?
So the whole inspection is done?
All done.
So the parts could probably gonna be around like maybe 300 bucks altogether. So this was pretty easy, man. Hey, thank you.
And then when we get the oil, we'll get 2 or 3 cans of carburetor cleaner stuff. Clean all that.
I love it.
Stuff out.
I'm so grateful for Hub. In like 30 minutes, he determined everything that is wrong with my Jaguar, and I couldn't be happier. I thought it's gonna be so much more. I was a little worried, but there was no reason. It looked terrible, but it wasn't really. And he gave me this list of parts that I need to order, and I already did on eBay. I love eBay. I can't wait until eBay sponsors my videos because I love eBay so much. eBay, come on, what are you doing? I bought on eBay. Anyway, all the parts for this Jag to make it all running again and have the piece on the road driving it, I am spending around $324 on all of the parts. The availability and cheapness, affordability of these parts for Jaguars is insane. Why people are saying that it is hard to own these Jaguars? Parts are everywhere, they're cheap, and obviously having a great mechanic that is affordable is also the key. Anyways, while I'm waiting for the parts, now let's go visit my guy Ramy, my painter guy, and see how much it's gonna cost to fully paint the back of it. It looks pretty ugly, so let's go find out. While I'm on my way to Ramy, let me take a moment and give you a couple more options for cars that are around $5,000 or less that are hella cool. Specifically, right now I'm gonna talk about a couple options from BMW's peak era, which is late 90s, early 2000s. Specifically, I'm referring to E38 BMW 7 Series, the most beautiful sedan ever made. I owned one. They had 2 variations here in North America, the 4.4 liter V8, which that's the one I had, or they had insane V12. It's awesome. In Europe, you guys received some smaller engine options, even the diesel options, so either way, they're all beautiful. And then another car from that era is E39 5 Series. So everyone obviously praises the E39 M5, which at this point it is so unattainable. It's just the prices on those through the roof. Even if it's a somewhat acceptable condition, you're still gonna pay too much. But they did make a V8 M package, the 540 of E39, and that one is amazing. And you can find one with the manual transmission. It's V8. Yeah, it's not gonna be E39, but still, it's an awesome V8 sporty E39. Very cool looking, very classy. And another one that I personally owned, I never owned the E39, which I have to check that mark in some near future. Another car, the E36 3 Series. Those are 4-cylinder engines. There's an inline 6-cylinder option. I personally had the very rare green, I think it was British green metallic color is what it's called. It was absolutely beautiful. 4-cylinder, not very much power. It was automatic, but I would get compliments left and right because the way it looks, obviously it's very classy, aged so well, kind of vintage looking at this point, and it had such a beautiful color. Anyway, those are your options. I'll give you a couple more right after we see Ramy. My brother, how you doing, man?
Classic.
It is classic. Look at this.
Oh man.
Hey, this color is very, very rare. You think you can recover it? For the most part, it only has 2 owners. It was kept very well, but the back of it was exposed to the sun, unfortunately. See this?
No, they repainted before.
How do you know that?
Because I do the work for 20 years.
How can you tell?
This is original paint.
This is original paint?
This one is the one that they put on top. So that's why it's going going
Oh,
out.
so they were trying to recover it
Yes,
already,
yes.
but they did a poor job.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna do a better job, brother?
You know, it's because in Arizona, after 5 years,
Yeah.
the paint gets fake.
Oh,
it's more than 5 years.
so this actually, the leftover is the original color.
Yes. But
Man, you,
no,
how
but
dang.
they put out the work. It's not even. It's the problem
Oh, so they painted on top of the old paint
is that
without really
without sand it.
Oh, they didn't sand it.
Yes.
But you think it's still doable?
What?
Can you get it done?
Yeah, I fix whatever I told
Yeah,
you.
so here's the thing. I have this,
Yeah.
which is missing on this side here. Can you attach it for me?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and then I got these 2 used ones, barely found them on eBay. Original. So this one is missing. This one looks really bad.
Okay,
These
so
are
we'll replace this.
so this, and back bumper. I want it. This is gonna be my daily, so I want it nice.
What about the front hood?
Front hood is fine. It doesn't have any paint issues. It's dirty. This is all, I'm gonna polish it later. But yeah, it's all good. It's been sitting now, you know, that's why it's dusty. But the back of it is really ugly, as you can see. But yeah, so this, and the bumper, bro. Looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, for the year of the car is
So now tell me the timing. I'm in no rush. I know you work really fast, but how long it's gonna take and what do you think it's gonna cost?
they're gonna be done on Tuesday.
Oh wow, so that's 4 days from now, right? So what do you think it's gonna cost, Ramy?
Like $600.
Oh my God, really? Are you serious? Deal. No negotiation this time compared to 3K to exotic cars. You satisfied with 600 though, right? Okay, I'll give you 300 deposit. Is that okay? And then the rest on Tuesday whenever it's done. I appreciate you, man. You heard the man. It's only gonna cost me $600 to revive that paint on that beautiful Jaguar. I'm just so grateful for everyone who's been helping me with all these cars, the YouTube journey. It's been incredible, and obviously I'm super incredibly grateful for you guys watching me, my audience on the other side of the screen. I wouldn't be here without you watching silly videos and supporting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And obviously the next episode of Jaguar series, which we now have 2 series going alongside each other on this channel, which is incredible. So anyway, I will feature the car again once I get it back from Raby, and we're gonna see the paint condition for only $600. Anyway, we'll have to get back on track for cool cars for around $5,000 or less, and one of them again, a BMW. So this time the 2nd generation X5, the E70 with bulletproof N52 3.0 liter inline 6-cylinder. Those cars are so good looking. I think 2nd generation X5 is still the best looking X5 ever. And with that engine, you can have the peace of mind and you can still attract attention because it is a really good looking SUV. And the next one that I'm gonna give you, which is gonna be the last one for this episode, is the original A5, the Audi A5 designed by Walter De Silva, who also designed the supercar for Audi, the Halo car, the R8. And this beautiful original A5 comes in different variations. There's a 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder, there's a 3.2 V6 option, there's automatic, there's manual. Amazing, beautiful car. Definitely gonna grab some attention, especially for around $5,000. You can definitely find one. And what a cool car for around $5,000. Anyway, that's it for the list of cars. In the next episode, like I said, I'm gonna get the car back from Raby. I'm gonna have my mechanic Rob come back. We're gonna fix everything that is wrong with the car, clean it up. Also, I'm gonna give you the fully updated breakdown of the budget on this Jaguar. To be honest, I think we're going a little cheaper than I expected to be full into this Jaguar, and I'm gonna give you that update in the next episode once we fully fix everything that needs to be fixed with Rob and obviously get it back from Raby. And then we're gonna have Magic Mike back in the Jaguar series now. From 3K to exotic, I'm gonna have him to fully recover the paint on it, remove all the dings and scratches, and I'm just excited to get it all shine. Anyway, if you haven't seen the first episode yet, please check it out here, and I'll see you in the next one.